So the party might be drawing to a close tonight, but you know what? It's going to finish on a high note. For those of you who haven't had the good pleasure of being here since lunchtime, I heard me ramble on 2 or 3 times, and I have to keep saying this because it's so important. The carpenters today were denied the right to strike tomorrow, a legal strike. You need to know that. I think everybody does. Because we're dependent now on what the labourers do, whether they ratify their agreement, turn it down. Obviously, we hope they're going to turn it down, and then they're going to serve strike notice. But again, you know, we're not happy about that decision. It's a terrible decision in the terms of labour in this province, and that's the most important decision. And what I'm going to tell you about now is less important, but what I'm going to say to you is, and this is why you never give up hope. Contrary to popular belief, you actually can win a favourable Labour decision at this Labour board. So as you know, the contractors cared so much about our roofers that they felt people like me and others on our bargaining committee were denying our roofer members the right to vote on agreement. So in their hurry, about 2 weeks ago, they rushed over a proposal to us that they'd never put on the table before, first time we'd ever seen it, and said, there you go, that's the legislation, you have to make your members vote on that. Well, fortunately for us, it was a very different proposal to the one they'd offered us. So that one was punted from the board. And the Labour Code says you get 1 kick at it. But, you know, depending on who you are, you keep trying. And they came back again and said, you know what, we still think those roofers are being denied this democratic right to vote on this agreement, which, incidentally, you should know includes 44 hours. Was 50 at one time.
10 hours
not even 40 hours. But anyway, they're convinced that I'm not telling these members the facts of life, and they want this collective agreement real bad. So they came back to the board today and said to the Labour Relations Board, we want to have another proposal vote. Now, you know that if they get 19 settlements in this province, what happens to the rest of us? Okay, so they were really concerned about the 100 roofers. You know, they wanted that deal so bad, and it was nothing to do with 19 and 75%. Who is kidding who here? These guys are playing games in every piece of this legislation they possibly can. But you, me, our organisation, your organisation, our movement, we just got to hang together here, get through the next week or two, and we're gonna get this show on the road like most of you wanted to happen for the last 6 months. And you know what?
Years.
20 years. But you know what? We can get there. We just have to convince those other brothers and sisters that the deal on the table is not right. We need to get back to that bargaining table, a group of us, and get the deal that you actually want, that you're prepared to ratify, and life will go on. And that's the way we need to do it, and if we stay on that course, we can do it. But we can't lose faith, and you have to do your job. I can't phone everybody, you can't phone everybody, but you can phone people in those other trades that are ratifying this weekend, and we get the job done. And I feel somewhat bad standing up here because I'm probably compromising some of my colleagues around the building trades, but you know what? I am just sick and tired in this province since for 30 some odd years the way we've been treated, and it is time to start fighting back, and I can't think of a better time. So, you know, I don't know what else we're going to do here today other than walk around and slap each other on the back and talk to brothers and sisters alike. But I want to say this to you, that we as the carpenters, we will do everything in our power to keep circulating information, talking it up on the job sites. We will not be on an illegal strike tomorrow. I know that's disappointing to some of you. I am not convinced that's the answer to our problem right this moment in time. And I think we should let the process run its course, do this thing within the bad law that's been created for us, and I still think we will get there. And I want to tell you, every one of you, I've said this so many times over the last few days, but you have no idea the feeling I have right now inside me, because you know what? I just, at the end of the day, want what's right for working people in our industry so you can feed your families. Stop going to Fort McMurray and spending half your life up there away from your kids. Spending 10 hours, 12 hours a day out east of Edmonton here. Members dying on the highway because owners who have got stock prices going out of sight, executive salaries, cannot put on planes for you unless you're prepared to give them double time. I mean, that's what this is about. And you got to know, we got to stay in this. We get so many kicks to the cat, and I said earlier on today, we can't lose what we got happening here. We got to grow it. We got to grow it bigger and better and have other unions playing with us here and make this happen. And I want to be the guy, not because it's me. It's not about, I don't even watch the media. I don't know what's in the paper. I don't watch the television. I don't care. What I care about is getting to that place where you want to be for you, your families, and your kids, and that we surely put in place a really constructive and path forward that's meaning being a tradesperson, sorry sisters, actually means something in the province of Alberta. Actually means something. Yeah. That we're not the doormat that people seem to think that they can treat us as. So with that, I just want to say thank you very much. If we try, we do some more of this, keep it going on the job sites, and you know what, we're going to be standing here or down there or somewhere with picnics and bands and having an affair, you know, some fun. But you know what, don't lose sight of the issues. I've told you about 3 or 4 of them this afternoon. We got a long way to go. This is the first part of the stage of the process, and we have lost. You don't lose sight of the fact that the Carpenters today had a decision that is major league. It should be offensive and assaulting to every man, woman and child, working person in Edmonton, in Alberta, and across Canada. Absolutely insulting, never ever seen in the free and democratic world.